Breaking news just coming in. India's Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu Kinjarapu has expressed deep shock and concern over a recent incident, describing the last 2 days as very difficult due to the accident near Ahmedabad airport that shook the entire nation, assuring immediate rescue and relief operations were underway. Well, in a major announcement, the minister said that all Boeing 787 aircraft will be inspected, adding that 8 aircraft have already been inspected. This comes following the DGCA directive for safety checks to be conducted of Air India's 787 fleet.
Extended surveillance for the 787 planes. There are 34 in our Indian aircraft fleet today. I believe that 8 have already been inspected, and with immediate urgency, all of them are going to be done. And furthermore, as the investigation is going to proceed and the report is going to come, whatever necessary steps are needed to be taken, we are going to ensure that without any hesitation, we are going to improve every necessary thing that is going to come our way to improve the safety.
Our principal correspondent Disha Shah is joining us over the phone line from Ahmedabad. Disha, what can you tell us about the latest developments, and what's the latest you're picking from the ground right now?
Well, absolutely. So this was the first press conference after nearly 48 hours of the incident that was taken by the aviation minister. And he has clearly said in the press conference that a 3-month deadline has been given to the probe team to really come up with the entire investigative report and detailed analysis on the cause of the plane crash as to what really happened on that plane at the final moment. So that is something which, of course, the probe team is working at the moment. And, of course, on the ground situation, the aviation minister has also now confirmed, saying that the DNA test sampling process is underway, because remember, now only 2 aspects are very, very important right now. Firstly, the identification of the passenger, so that is happening as we speak. And for that, the DNA samples are being taken of the relatives. And the aviation minister also confirmed, saying that they're also trying to speed up the process. But, of course, later also the documentation and the procedures which are there will have to be followed. And they will also ensure that there is no lapse from the hospital's end to finish all of this process, is what we understand. And secondly, of course, the decoding of the black box is also underway. Like I was mentioning before, the 3 months time has been given to the probe committee to ascertain the cause of the crash, as to what really happened. So that is something also which is very, very, very important as we speak. And of course, they are also talking about that how the strict safety standards will be followed in the future. And for that, couple of directives have been issued specifically to the Air India aircraft as well. And he also said that there are about 34 in the Indian aircraft fleet today, and 8 already have been inspected, and with immediate urgency, all of them are going to be done. So on the ground level, of course, right after the incident, all of this precautions, procedures, measures, directives, investigations are being done as we speak.
Right, Disha, as you've just mentioned, while the DNA sampling is underway, and we've also recovered the black box. Now, just once again for our viewers, can you tell us what to expect in the coming days in terms of the timeline and the important procedures?
Well, absolutely. So now, today and tomorrow, 2 days, again, the entire DNA sampling process will happen at the civil hospital right there at the campus, which is about 1.5 kilometers away from the crash site. And the report is expected to come in later, 72 hours. So, of course, the relatives will have to wait a little bit more for the test results to come out. What we are being told that the relatives of the British nationals who were really on the plane, they are also arriving simultaneously, and they are submitting their tests for the same, the samples for the same. On the other hand, what we are being told that then later, of course, some documentation and procedure will also follow on the ground, so that more and more relatives then have a clarity as to by when they will get the mortal remains of their loved ones. And then secondly, it is also important to ascertain the final death toll number. So right now, more than 270 people have lost their lives, including the passengers who were on board, the residents, doctors who were present at the doctor's hostel at that point in time. And even there were some people who passers-by who were really visiting or just walking around the premises. So that final death toll is yet to be ascertained. So that is also something which the investigative team is currently working on.
Right, thank you so much, Disha, for getting us and our viewers up to speed about the latest developments.